प्रेजेंटेशन के लिए अब मैं आमंत्रित करना चाहूंगी डॉक्टर ऋचा बिस्वाल जी को। आप इलाहाबाद से हैं एंड योर टॉपिक इज अलंकार शास्त्र इन वेदास एंड वैदिक लिटरेचर।
Yes, a very good evening to all of you. My name is Richa Biswal and at present I am working as a guest faculty in the Department of English and Modern European Languages, University of Allahabad. The topic of my paper is Alankar Shastra, that is poetics in Vedas and Vedic literature. The Vedas are considered as the earliest literary record of Indo-Aryan civilization. They contain knowledge about all aspects of life. Veda means wisdom, knowledge or vision. The documentation of Vedas was done by Krishna Dvaipayan Vyas around 1500 BC. The Vedas are classified into four main texts: Rig Ved, Samved, Yajurved and Atharved. Further, each Ved consists of four parts, namely Samhitas, Brahmanas, Aranyakas and the Upanishads. Dharma, Artha, Kam and Moksha are the essence of Vedas. In Rig Ved, the word Arankriti is used, which is cognate with the later word Alankriti, and which gives rise to aesthetics called Alankar Shastra. The Vedic term has a double connotation, one aesthetic and the other magical. Alankar Shastra is called poetics in English. The Samhitas of the Vedas contain much facts about poetics in general and figures of speech in particular. The word Upma occurs in the Rig Ved, first mandal and fifth mandal. There in certain places, the words such as Anupras and Yamak are found. Besides, the figure of sense like Upma, Rupak, Atishokti, etc. can also be found in Rig Ved. The Satpat Brahman also uses some figures of speech. The Kathopanishad contains instances of Rupak. Various examples of Yamak, Shlesh, Parinam, Drishtant, Nidarshana and Aprastut Prashansha, etc. are available in Rig Ved. The cases of Atishokti and Utpreksha are available in Ved. Similarly, the examples of Aprastut Prashansha can be found in Atharved. The use of Upma is in the Rig Ved and Sion has used it as Drishtant or a Upaman. Thus, it will not be an exaggeration to say that the Vedic literature has excellent and wonderful examples of Alankar Shastra, that is poetics. My paper aims at discussing this issue in detail. I will skip the introductory part of my paper where I have introduced the theme of Vedas. Coming to my topic proper, it will not be possible to give the status of all the 6 prominent schools of Indian poetics in the Vedas. Due to this time limit, I will focus on the Vedic application of some Alankars in Vedic literature. Before doing so, I will say a few words about the concept of rasa in literature. The theory of rasa is associated with Bharat. However, there are references to it in the Vedas and Valmiki also. Bharat says, Brahma received prose from Rig Ved, songs from Samved, acting from Yajur Ved and sentiments from Atharved. Jagraha Pathyam Rig Vedat and Rasam Atharvanat, etc. The context in the Vedas and Upanishads where rasa is mentioned are not exactly aesthetic. The word rasa means the sap of essence and refers to the experience of the supreme reality, which is one of the self-existent delights. Taittiriya Upanishad describes rasa as yad ve tat sukritam raso ve saha. Rasa hevayam labhatva anandi bhavati. Taittiriya Upanishad, it is mentioned in Taittiriya Upanishad 7.617. Valmiki also felt that what he created was good and made him happy. Rasa is therefore supposed to constitute art, experience, and critic is one who is capable of rasanubhav. Vishwanath in Sahitya Darpan accepts ras as alaukik. He says Sattvodreka is the cause of rasa and rasa is unbroken, that is akhand. Swaprakas Anand, Chinmay, Vedantar, Sparsha Sunya, Brahma Swada Sahodar, and it is associated with Lokotar Chamatkara. The evidence of Natya Rasas is also seen in various suktas of the Atharva Ved: Shringar, Hasya, Raudra, Karun, Veer, Adbhut, Vibhats, and Bhayanak. The Kamavan Sukta.
Concluding line from you.
There are so many, almost all the rasas are present in Atharva Ved, and most of the Alankars are also present in various Vedas. I will quote one or two mantras. Likewise, one can find the application of all sorts of sentiments in Vedic literature. In the context of Pururva Urvashi, we can find an example of Vipralambha Shringar. ईशुर्ण श्रिय ईशुधेर सनाह गोसाह सतसाह न रमहि अवीरे कृतो विद विधे वनोरा न मायूम चितयन्तः धुनयः. Shringar Rasabhas can be seen in the context of Yam Yami Sukta in the 10th mandal of Rig Veda. The seer Grut Samad has described Indra in several Rig Vedic mantras in the background of Veer Rasa also, like Yasman Rite Vijayante Jana Soyam Yaudhyamana Avase Havante Yo Vishwasya Pratimanam Babhuva Yo Achut Chut Sa Janasa Indraha. Similarly, many of the alankars we can find many of the alankars in almost all the Vedas. For example, Yamak is present in the 10th mandal of Rig Veda. Shrunyev Jarbhari Turfari Tu Neto Shev Turfari Parparika Udanya Jev Jemana Maderu Tame Jaravya Jaram Marayu. Here Re is used 4 times, Rarfari 3 times, Turfari 2 times, and Jarayu sounds similar to Marayu. Thus, here is a beautiful use of Yamak, and Yamak is also found in the mantra like Meshe Vesha Saparya Purisha. Then Shlesh is present in Agni Mile Purohitam Yagyasya Devamritvijam Hotaram Ratna Dhatamam. Then Atishokti is present in Yajurved. Trini Padani Nihita Guha Satyastani Ved Supitu Pita Sat. Here it is mentioned that, of course, the philosopher cannot become the father of his father, but by surpassing him in knowledge, he becomes able to impart knowledge to his father, just as a father imparts knowledge to his children. Then Utpreksha Alankar is...
Okay. Thank you, Dr. Biswalji. Sorry to interrupt you twicely because we are really much running out of time. So I am very much thankful for your presentation.